And welcome back to another video, everybody. And today I'm going to share with you what I paid for my 2022 Hellcat and how much the payments are, how long I financed it for, why I financed it. But in this crazy car market where everything is marked up astronomically, I'm going to share with you exactly what I paid for it, why I bought the car out of state, how that all worked out and transpired, because there were a couple bumps in the road, but in the end it worked out. But I'm going to share all that stuff with you guys today. But first, we're going to go to a Super Trofeo reveal. So here's what I'm going to do, because some of your heads explode every time I do any supercar content with my Lamborghini. I'm going to put a timestamp here that you can click and go straight to the Mopar content. But I would tell you, you may be impressed with the Super Trofeo content, so come along for the ride. And look who is here. With a Super Trofeo wing, Chris from Supercar Garage again, with the most beautiful Spider in the world, with the top up on a beautiful sunny day. What's wrong with you? You worried you're gonna mess up your hair?
You wanna see my hair?
Yeah.
Look at that hair.
Let the top down, you don't have to worry about your hair.
Yeah.
What'd you do? You hit your head on something?
Yeah.
That explains a lot of the donuts you do and how you drive.
That's why I'm just not here all the time. I bump my head on things.
Bump your head on things. And look who's showing up. Watch Chris put his fingers on the car. It's nothing worse. It's like fingers on the chalkboard.
So you basically
two fingers.
have wine.
Usually people lose a finger when they do that on my car.
So we can just lick
He just
the car.
He just did it. He just did it.
You should lick that, man. There you go.
Where?
60 and 57.
The 60 on the 57 interchange.
Good job being on the ball this morning. Really appreciate it. Watch, let me explain something to you. 15 minutes early is on time. On time is late. That's what my dad and my TI always said, the military. All right, so before you hit that timestamp and move past the Lamborghini content, I'm going to talk about the cheap tire smoker. And if you did not watch that video where I announced the contest to be named the cheap tire smoker, which is named after cheap donut maker from Dodge, then watch this, because I gotta get a lot more of you to send me emails to enter into the contest. So I'll talk about that in 1 second, but first we're gonna stop by McDonald's real quick and wait for Enrique.
Beautiful.
Oh, thanks, man.
This is my car.
Oh, what do you think of that one? Look at these guys. Woo!
Hi, kids. Want to sit in a Lamborghini?
A reveal. Oh, how cute. Look at the little girls.
Thank you.
That's great. Look at those doors, huh? You see her face?
His doors go up.
Do you see that?
Look at that
I don't think
face.
you've seen that before.
That's so much fun.
These are my little.
Pretty cool. Look at these doors.
Whoa.
If they go like this, and then the car flies.
Thousands of kids there.
Not really. If it goes fast enough, it's like wings. Go like this. Flap your arms. Flap your arms. See?
Does it really fly?
No.
Yes.
On the road it flies.
Absolutely.
Like fast flies. So make car sounds. All right, now make Tesla sounds.
Tesla sound.
I know. Nobody knows what that sounds like.
I'm so jealous of these cars. They're so beautiful and cool.
Oh, you can get one. You can get one. Just do good in school. Not that I did good in school, but you guys do good in school.
Mommy, come look at this one. It's so cool.
Make the car sounds. Do wah, wah, wah.
He's racing. He's in the lead.
You like the yellow one? Now, where are you driving to right now? You going to the store?
Yeah.
What are you going to go buy at the store?
To get some Barbies.
Get some Barbies. Of course you are. That's awesome. She's going to the store to get some Barbies in her Lamborghini. That's great. Who wants to see the heart of the car? Look at that. Can you guys see in there?
Really? Oh my God.
Look at that big old engine, you guys.
That's so cool.
That's what makes it go fast.
Can you say thank you?
Thank you.
Thank you
Thanks,
guys
take
very
care.
much.
That's awesome.
Have a good weekend.
Bye, you guys.
Thank you. Wait,
Bye, kids. All right, let's go.
All right, let's boogie.
Bye, you guys. Bye, kids.
Bye. So how cool was that to be able to share the cars with those little kids? They literally pulled up with their mom and were hanging out the window looking at the cars. We invited them over, and Chris from Supercar Garage opened up the conversation and let them sit in his car, the rest of us open our doors, and just so much fun to see those kids' eyes light up. They're going to be talking about this for days and days and days with their friends and their dad and everybody in their life, and it's just an awesome thing. So hope you enjoyed that little segment of the video. We got some Mustangs. What's up? Yeah! What's up? And we found a subscriber on the highway in his Mustang. How cool is that? I know I make fun of Mustangs, but I'm always joking. I love all cars. Oh yeah. Very cool. Let's talk about the cheap tire smoker. And before we do, I have to show you this Audi. I'm so sorry, folks, but this is part of the cheap tire smoker thing. I promise. Look at this thing rolling up right here. Wow. Wow, wow. That thing's incredible. Oh, love it. All right, so here's how that fits in with the cheap tire smoker. The cheap tire smoker is an idea I came up with because Dodge came out with a cheap donut maker. And of course, I can't afford to give somebody a job, but what I can do is invite one of you to Southern California, to Orange County, to hang out with us for a weekend. Me and the guys out on the highway, visiting car shows, car meets, and events, having lunch, dinner, and just having a great time doing car stuff. And I'm going to let you drive my Hellcat as long as you fit certain requirements, meaning you've got car insurance, you're old enough to drive it, all these simple things. Rules will be in the description below. And I will put you up in a hotel in Orange County, most likely Avenue of the Arts, which is a beautiful hotel, and we will start the weekend together, fly in on a Friday, and Saturday morning we all get up and we hit the road, and we go till Sunday afternoon, put you back on a plane and fly you back. And some of you have said, well, what if I live in Germany? If I pick you, I don't care where you live. I mean, yes, this is an expense, but again, this is a business, but this is a give back. We passed 40,000 subscribers, and we continue to grow in a lot of great ways. So lots of good stuff. So just here's how you do it. Here's how you apply to be the cheap tire smoker. Is send an email to ocmotivator@gmail.com. In the subject area, put cheap tire smoker. Real simple. Makes it easy for me to search and get all those emails together and read them. And then send me an email or a video, whatever you want, but just be thorough in explaining why you think you should be it. And tell me about your life. Tell me about some struggles that you've overcame and how you overcame those struggles, how you got to the other side, or if you're currently in some struggles right now, how you're getting through those and how you're staying positive. I want to hear about your life. I want to be inspired. This is a car channel with a dose of motivation, and I want to hear your story. So inspire me with your story. Share that with me. I'm not looking for woe is me, my life sucks, and this would mean a lot to me, because I want to hear, if your life sucks right now, I want to hear your strategy and how you're going to get out from underneath that, and how you're keeping that hero mentality to beat the odds against whatever monsters are chasing you in your life. And send that to me. And sometime in June, probably by the end of June or sooner, I'm going to pick a winner. And I'm going to say, let's just say it's by the end of June, I'm going to pick a winner. And then in July, we're going to fly you in. And it's going to cover all your expenses, the flight, your food, and transportation, and everything. So it will be an awesome, awesome weekend. So please email me, ocmotivator@gmail.com. Send me that email. And now let's go check out the Super Trofeo reveal. And if you hung through this part, I appreciate it a lot.
You know how that go. Fatality, my diamonds that cold. Versace trucks, I hit my backstroke. Knock on the door. She at the back row. All I really take is a little taste. Island girl, blue eyes with a little bass. Here for the thrill, I don't need a chaser. Wanna vibe at the getaway. Shimmy, shimmy, y'all got the semi-4-way. Don't step out the line like this a probate. You hit the line and try to locate. This for the time, got time for no day. One, too many, I'm going.
We have arrived. Let's Check out some of these cars. It's a beautiful Huracan Spider. Look at that Aventador. That is insane. Or how about I just do a montage and then we talk about the Hellcat? How about that?
Too crazy and I got bad ones and they ready. A good time, so now it's in the whip we left at. Can't remember anything, but I know we got lit.
Check it out. This shirt is available at ocmotivator.com, folks. Turn around, show them the back. Boom. I usually have better looking models, but this is all I can afford right now. I was about to say something. All right, so you've got to admit, some of these cars were amazing. The Super Trofeo was incredible. Every one of these things are just inspiring to me and make me want to work harder to get more of these awesome cars. So now let's go home, jump in the Hellcat, and talk about how much I paid for that thing.
A few moments later.
All right, so let's start off with just a little bit of background. Just a little bit of background as I take this yellow light. Oops, don't look at that. What just happened here? And let's talk about where this all kind of began. But first, with the Hellcat. I had a Hellcat Red Eye bought in the beginning of 2020 and then the pandemic kicked in, which was sad because couldn't really drive the car that much. I mean, there was nowhere to go, we were locked down. And I kept that car for about 18 months. And then with the shortage of chips, the car prices went through the ceiling. And last July or so, June, in, let's say, 2021, I decided arbitrarily to accept an offer from AutoNation for $80,000 on my Red Eye, which was astonishing because I paid $82,000 for it. So, like many of you, I mean, how could you turn that down? We got offers on our cars that were incredible, and it made sense to take it. I had 15,000 miles on it or so, and some bald back tires, and I had had a lot of fun with it, but felt like it was time, even though I cried a little bit when I got rid of that car. But I vowed to all of you that I would buy a Scat Pack to drive in the meantime and order a new 2022 Hellcat when the time came. And I went through lots of gyrations on which one to buy, ultimately decided on a Charger, and ultimately decided on the regular standard Hellcat, not the Red Eye. Since I had a Red Eye, I wanted to try something different. So I put the order in November of 2021. I think it was mid to late November when they first finally started putting orders through and Dodge started accepting them and sending them in to actually start getting built. The order showed up in late March. I had ordered that car for MSRP from Napleton's right outside of St. Louis, Missouri, because nobody out here would sell one without a markup. Now, I could have ordered one out here without a markup, just like I did out there, but the reason I did it with them is they sold me the Scat Pack and they treated me so amazing and so great, and they said they were going to take good care of me on the Hellcat, and they were on top of it. They were calling me. I asked many dealers, call me as soon as orders open up. Call me as soon as orders open up. These guys were calling me every week. Not yet, but we're watching. Not yet, but we're watching. So as soon as those orders would go through, they called me up. If you watch my old videos, you saw them. Boom, got that order in, which got it in early. And I believe that had they not got it in early, I would have been caught with the increase in prices, which within a couple of months, Dodge went back and raised the prices of the 2022s by, I think it's around $1,500 or $1,600. So they got me in, locked me in with the price, which was great. Had I waited for one of the other dealers in Southern California to call me or kept chasing them, I probably wouldn't have got it as fast. So there was a benefit in working with Napleton. So those of you who have given me a little bit of heat about ordering out of state and then getting stuck with shipping charges, look, I'm going to answer that in a second. I'll just answer it now. Is they covered the shipping costs. They covered the notary to come out and do the paperwork. So it didn't cost me anything to get the car to me. I'm in the same exact position as I was had I bought it here. It's all good, and I got to work with a dealer that was on top of things the entire time and frankly took great care of me. With that said, there's still a car dealer, and you still have to be cautious. You still have to pay attention, because I did get hit with the $499 administrative fee, which seems a little baloney, but maybe there's something there. But I'm not going to scream about that, because I still saved $1,500 because they got me in early, but it just is what it is. So I'm going to go through the breakdown in a second on exactly what I paid for it. But first, let me get this thing into the car wash.
Yeah, I like it.
Beautiful, right?
Hey, good to see you, man.
Hand wash.
Yes, sir.
All right, thanks.
Donkey Kong, I want this machine so bad.
So here she comes. Look how beautiful this car is. When you hear the price, you're going to be blown away that you can get this beauty for that price. This thing's incredible. What a beautiful car. I cannot believe they're getting rid of these things in 2023. What a shame. Nothing this beautiful for that kind of money. Thank you so much, man. All right, so let's continue. So yes, they charged me a $500 administrative fee. I'm over it. Happy with the car. All works out. $500. No big deal. They wanted to make a lot more money on this car. More about that in a second. But the end of the day is, when I ordered the car, the sticker was $79,130. There were no manufacturer rebates whatsoever, and they committed that they would sell me the car for $79,130. I was good, accepted that. I did say to them many times, look, you guys take care of me because I'm ordering this thing from a million miles away and I can order from anywhere. And they said they would. And in the end, they did. So I have nothing negative to say about Napleton's. One thing they did do by staying in touch with me the whole time, they ensured that I got the earliest possible pricing on this car, because it was a very short period after I ordered this car that Dodge raised the prices. And I spec'd out my exact car with the nav and travel group and the sunroof, which is basically my spec and the same color, everything else. Today, and after prices went up, instead of $79,130, the price would be $80,680. So basically, I saved, I don't know, what's that, $1,500 or so on ordering the car early and having a dealership that was Johnny on the spot to get that order in. So I'm happy with that, because $1,500 is $1,500, and that was a savings. Now, add back in that when the car got delivered, there was a manufacturer rebate, and they honored that. They gave me that rebate. They told me that if there was a rebate when I ordered the car, they would honor that, and if there's a rebate when the car comes in, they would honor that. Obviously not two rebates, but whichever one at the time existed, they would honor, and they did. There was a rebate when the car got delivered, and they said they would honor it. That was $1,000 in rebate. But here's the deal with rebates, just so everybody knows and is aware, rebates are not discounts off of the price. Rebates or incentives are basically $1,000 back after the deal's done, meaning that after tax, license, everything else, that basically you get $1,000 off. So there's some nickels and dimes that come into play, that if they reduce the price by $1,000, certainly my taxes would reduce, and certainly my license would reduce a little bit. But since they take it off of the total cost, call it a rebate, an instant rebate, it comes off the total amount. So you're still paying tax and license off of the $79,130 instead of $78,130, but it's just a couple bucks. It's no big deal, but just for everybody's edification, that's how that worked. So now let's go over how the math worked. I paid $79,130 for the car. Keep in mind, that's before the rebate. They charged me $1,350 for shipping and $300 for the mobile notary to come to my house and sign the papers. In the end, they decided, after the deal was all done, to very kindly send me back the $1,650. So by the time this is all said and done, you can do the math that I got back the shipping and I got back the signing fees. But for the purposes of this math and what I'm going to show you on the screen and been showing you on the screen, that ended up with a total price of $80,780. Sales tax and license for Orange County, California, my zip code, was $7,189. I know, it's absolutely insane. But $71,089. And that took the total price out the door to, well, almost to $87,969. But then they added in a $499.99 admin fee, which I'm over it. I shared that already, which took the total out the door price to $88,469. Then they removed $1,000 off of that for the rebate, which took me to $87,469. I cut them a check out of my bank account for $7,469, sent it to them, and I took a loan for $80,000 from my credit union. The loan I took, and this is where you're gonna have some fun in the comments, was for 84 months at about 3.5% interest. And my payment is $1,075 and some change a month. But why 84 months? And I wrote this down because my objective is low payments. This is a business to me. And in the end, I don't keep cars for very long, as you've all learned by watching the channel. So my objective is to have as little expense tied to this car up front as I possibly can, because I earn revenue on this channel, and I've been very transparent about the revenue I earn on this channel, and basically somewhere between $1,000 to $2,000 a month, this thing delivers that to me, and that covers the cost of this Hellcat along with the tax benefits of a small business. So that works out really well in a payment of $1,075, and then with basically, after I get back my shipping and notary fees, I'm basically out a little over $5,000, and I've got a payment of under $1,100 a month. I do that for 3 reasons, and I wrote these things down so I can share them with you, because some of you are going to ask, well, why didn't you just pay cash? And I'm not here to flex on my net worth or, whether I have the money or not. I will tell you, if anyone outside of YouTube knows me, is watching this, you can just comment below and say, he has the cash, because anyone who knows me knows I have the cash. I can absolutely pay cash for this car and my other cars, but why would I do such a thing? And I'll explain why. 1, this car is for my channel, and it's a business expense. Writing a check for $87,000 would mean I'd never make a profit until I sold the car, depending on what I sold the car for, and then I'd have to figure out what I got back on the car and what I paid towards the car, what I lost on the car, to figure out if I made any money. Right now, I just have a monthly expense and my upfront, which was a small amount, around $5,000 that I put into this thing, and I'll make that money back my first year. No problem. I'll make back pretty much everything my first year. I'll own this car for a year without paying anything. 2, the rates are low enough to make total sense to use the bank's money. An interest rate in the 3s, and some are getting in 1.9. I didn't get 0% interest, and there's a reason why. I went through my credit union. 1, 2, I'm not going to qualify for that. I have many car loans. I'm paying off cars, selling cars, paying off cars. My FICO score bounces from 685 to 740, depending on what's happening. When I paid off my Scat Pack, my FICO score bounced down 11 points just for paying off a loan. In the end, I'm happy with the rate in the low 1, 2, 3, 4%. I don't care. I'm good with that. No big deal, as long as the payment makes sense, because the cars are actually holding their value. More on that in a second. And lastly, number 3, with car values staying so high and rumors out there that you can't even order a Hellcat from a dealer. I don't know if that's true yet. I'm going to find out, make no mistake. But you can't even order a Hellcat. They're only taking jailbreak orders, is what I'm hearing. And I think Red Eyes maybe, that there's a good possibility that this shortage, the supply chain shortage continues longer, and that keeps the value of my car very high. And if I got 80 for my other car, who knows, maybe I get 80 for this when I decide to sell it, because I will sell it. And I've already made the decision, and yes, I will announce that on this video, that I will be buying the final year of the Dodge Challenger Charger. I haven't decided which one, but in 2023, this year, when they say I can put an order in, I will put an order in. And this time I will be maxing that car out. Whatever the highest spec car I can get from Dodge is, I will do it. If it's the jailbreak, and I will customize that thing the way I want it, and I will pay max dollars, get the red eye and the whole deal. I already told my dealership, Napleton's, that I will be putting that order in as soon as they call and tell me they're taking orders for 2023s. I will put that order in, and then I will sell this hopefully to one of you, and then I will go buy that car. So that's the decision that I've made, and I will only be in this thing for my down payment and whatever payments I pay, minus the revenue that I've made on this thing. Trust me when I tell you, I will be in great shape. So that is what I paid for the car. Now just know, I absolutely could have lied to you all. I could have said I paid cash for this thing. I got 0% interest. Oh, I only paid $900 for it. I could have told you I did 36 months. I could have made anything up. I told you the absolute truth. I told you exactly the facts, what I paid for this car, what I pay every single month, and I'm transparent. And if that means you're going to go into my comment section and be disrespectful and tell me I overpaid, or I'm paying too much interest, or I must be this, save it, because it doesn't really matter, because in the end, I believe that someone on YouTube needs to just tell the absolute truth, and your situation may be different. You may have an 850 FICO score and get 0% interest. Hell, the bank may give you money to buy the car. I don't care. I don't know. I know that my situation, based on the fact that I use my credit very heavily in and out, constantly things moving in and out, that the rate I got with the amount of cars I have is pretty damn good. And the term makes all the sense in the world to keep the payment where it is. So I'm very happy with the decision. I'm loving this car. I'm absolutely enjoying driving it. I think the gas mileage is utterly insane. I forgot after that red eye how crazy it is, but that's not why you buy the car. You drive it, you enjoy it, you watch the gas gauge go down. So I'm gonna go fill this thing up with gas, but I wanna thank you all for watching. So please like, please subscribe, comment, be respectful, stay motivated, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.